just like that. Throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that. She throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that. She throwing it.
Chelsea, baby, send me a beat. I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew that I can do this. Hold on, wait, be quiet, don't say shit.
Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I'm going to do reaction to Receptionist details breaking up Cardi B ex-security guard.
And spell your first and last name for the record.
Tiara Malcolm.
Spell it.
Yes, please. Tierra Malcolm Malcolm.
Great, thank you. You may take a seat, please watch your step.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Malcolm. My name is Peter Anderson, and we just have a few questions. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Where were you working in February of 2018?
Women's Care, OBGYN doctor's office.
Thank you. And do you recall an encounter between Cardi B and the woman to my left?
Yes.
Okay. What was your position at the doctor's office in February 2018?
A receptionist, front office.
Okay. And did Cardi B have an appointment that day?
Yes.
Was it a Saturday?
Yes.
Was there, to your knowledge, were there any other offices that were open that day?
No.
And do you remember the time of the appointment?
It was the end of, we purposely closed, so we had early day, maybe between 12 and 1, I'm assuming.
Okay. And what do you mean by purposefully closed?
For Cardi B, we didn't want anyone there.
To maintain privacy?
Yes.
So, to your knowledge, how did you learn that there was an encounter between the two?
Well, I was waiting for Cardi B's arrival, and I heard commotion out in the hallway. And there was a door to exit right where I was sitting. So I opened the door and I looked, and I heard and saw the commotion, and that's how I learned that something was going on outside.
Could you please describe for the jury what you heard and saw when you opened the door?
I saw them in the corner, Cardi B's back to the wall, and just a lot of arguing and, just confrontation.
Okay. Do you recall anything that Plaintiff Ms. Ellis said?
It was just very argumentative as far as, cursing and, just be this, be that. I don't know if I can curse, but.
So we finished about everything so far.
Okay.
It's been one of those trials.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I immediately walked over there and got in between them and was like, whoa, what's, my thing was I'm at work. So the first thing that really came out of my mouth is to Miss Ellis, just as far as, what are you doing? You're at work, go back to your post. And then I don't know how long it was, but I couldn't get her. I just wanted everything to go away. I just was trying to calm everything down, take Cardi B into the office, and I was trying to go. It was my sister's baby shower, so I was trying to get out of there. But that wasn't on my mind then, but just to calm the situation down and to get her into the office.
How did Ms. Ellis respond?
I don't even know if she heard what I asked, because it was just more of just being upset and no, I'm not going to do that, and just them still exchanging words even with me. And
yeah. Was Ms. Ellis yelling at Cardi B?
It was pretty loud for me to hear. It was still the same volume from when I can hear them while I was in the office down the hall. So I would say so.
Was Ms. Ellis cursing at Cardi B?
There was definitely curse words, yes, on her end.
When you were there, did Ms. Ellis attempt to strike Cardi B?
There was hands going while I was in the middle. I know no one landed, or I was, I didn't even realize, I guess because my adrenaline, that I had a mark on my forehead. So besides me getting a scratch, nobody, as far as them two, hit each other.
Who scratched you?
Based off of, like I said, I didn't know that I even got scratched until I went into the office, and the nurse was like, Tiara, your forehead. But I can only assume Cardi B was behind me, because that was my main concern.
Objection, calls for speculation. So Cardi B was behind you, and you were facing who?
I was facing Ms. Ellis.
And you got hit on your forehead and didn't even realize it at that point.
She had blood.
Just let him finish question.
Oh, sorry.
And so you got hit, you were facing Ms. Ellis, and she was swinging away?
I can say there was definitely, people talking, like this type of action going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were hit on your forehead, which was facing Ms. Ellis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What happened next?
After, just going back and forth, Dr. Finke came out. Once he came out, I believe, after that, I don't even really remember what was said, but I know I continued to take Cardi into the office, to her exam room, and then I went back to the front.
Okay. Did you witnessed Dr. Finke trying to get Miss Ellis to leave the hallway.
Yes, that's what kind of, since he came out and he was talking to her, that's what kind of distracted her, gave us the opportunity to just go into the office.
Okay. And do you recall anything that he said to her?
I think he was on the same temperature as me, just you're at work. Why are you up here? Go back, downstairs. And what are you doing? Type of energy.
Okay. And so you turned around and escorted Cardi B into the doctor's office?
Yes, I followed behind her to go to the exam room.
When you were face to face with Miss Ellis, I think you could see her face?
Yes.
Did you see any scratches on her face?
No.
Did you see any cuts on her face?
No.
Did you see any blood on her face?
No.
Did you see any injury at all on her face?
No.
Did you see any spit or spittle on her face?
No.
Did anyone spit in that encounter?
Objection calls for speculation. While you were there.
While I was there, no.
Did you hear Miss Ellis yell at Cardi B, and excuse my language, I will fuck your up?
Something along those words.
At any point in time in that confrontation, did Cardi B hit Miss Ellis?
No.
At any point in that confrontation, did Cardi B cut Miss Ellis with Cardi's fingernails
Objection calls for speculation.
while you were there?
Over.
No.
Did you hear Cardi B use the N-word excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, no, did you hear Cardi B use the N-word? You know what I mean by the N-word?
Yeah. No.
After this encounter and Cardi B had got...
I can't tell if she lying or not, bro. Like I really can't. Because this definitely got to be Cardi B witness, and the girl worked with her, so I know you can be like she don't have no reason to lie, but at the same time, it is Cardi B, so it's like she just worked with the girl, so it's like you know what I'm saying. So you at this point you can't really tell. You just got to go for what the hell she say and move on or whatever. I don't care who's guilty or who's innocent, by the way. I'm just, what I'm saying, commenting of.
Went to the doctor's office. At any point after that, did you talk to the building management about what had happened?
Yes. That was a Saturday. So Monday, my supervisor and Dr. Finke wanted to make a report since there was an incident and, the importance of making sure our patients, their privacy isn't compromised. So yeah, they asked me to go downstairs with him or with my supervisor and make a report.
After this incident, did plaintiff call you? Miss Ellis call you?
It was, yes, there was a call transferred to my line and it was her on the other end of the call.
How long after the incident? How long after February 24 of 2018?
Maybe, I can't recall exactly, but at least within, 3 months. It wasn't right after, but it wasn't too long after.
Can you tell us what the sum and substance of that conversation was?
I'm just kind of upset about what happened. She got fired. She couldn't believe that happened and wanted, I guess, to see if I can assist in any way since I was there. I pretty much replied as respectful as I could and just said, this is my place of work and I really can't have anything to do with this.
And was there any other thoughts that you had when she told you, did she tell you she was planning on suing Cardi B?
I don't remember word for word, but based off of our conversation, I assumed that was probably going to be one of her steps. But in my mind, I just was kind of shocked that she was calling based off of what took place. I figured, she was at fault, so that was surprising that she would call me.
Thank you. Those are all the questions I have.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming back. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Tiara Malcolm. When Miss Imani Ellis called you several months later and asked you to help her, what is the reason that you chose not to do so?
Well, main reason, I didn't feel like she was in the right. I felt like, based off of her position, working at the office, everything was handled unprofessionally, and going back and forth. No, she didn't work at our office, but clearly Cardi B was a patient going, she had a purpose at that building where she worked at. So I didn't feel, I don't know what I would help her with. I don't think if I told my truth, it would help her. So.
Were you aware that Miss Ellis was a security guard at your building?
Yes.
Do you understand that the security guard is supposed to go from floor to floor to make sure everything is safe? Are you aware of that?
I don't know the rules.
I'm sorry, what's your question?
Irrelevant.
Had you ever seen Miss Ellis on other days aside from the day of the incident, and I will represent you the day of the incident for purposes of all my questions will be February 24th of 2018.
I believe that was the first day I seen her there.
When you saw her, when you got to work, did you see her anywhere in the building?
No.
What time did you get to work?
On a Saturday, maybe around 8.
8 a.m.? And had you ever spoken to Miss Ellis before the day of the incident?
No.
Is there any reason why, when you would go to work at the 8920 building, Wilshire Boulevard building, for how long have you been working there before the day of the incident?
For about 7 years, just about.
And during those 7 years, did you see other security guards in the building? And when Miss Ellis's attorneys asked you to cooperate and sign a declaration, did you do that?
Form.
Not a form. Did you ever sign a declaration under penalty of perjury on August 26, 2025, which would be yesterday?
A declaration. Sorry, I'm not.
May I approach you? Sure. Did you give permission to the other side to sign a declaration under penalty of perjury in this case?
Okay.
Have you ever signed any document related to this incident? Did you make any type of formal complaint to the building about this incident?
When my supervisor wanted to make a complaint, since I was there, yeah, that's when I went upstairs with my supervisor.
And who did you make a complaint to?
Douglas Emmett, the property management manager that managed the building.
Okay. And what was your complaint? What did you say?
They just wanted me to tell them what happened and the concern of the privacy of for our patients.
Are you a Cardi B fan?
I know her music. I guess I listen to her music. I listen to hip hop.
Okay. And you like her music, right? Yes?
Yeah, she's talented.
All right. Have you ever gone to any of her concerts?
No.
Have you ever, I withdraw that. Okay. And for purposes of the visit on Saturday, the doctor's office decided to close to give her a special appearance to see the doctor, correct? I withdraw the question. When Cardi B came to the office, the purpose of her coming to your office was to see Dr. Finke for medical care, correct?
Yes.
When you went outside into the hallway, the confrontation that you testified about was already occurring before you got there, correct?
Yes, that's what made me go outside.
Do you know for about how long this confrontation was going on before you made your way outside?
I was sitting there waiting, so as soon as I heard the noise, it wasn't that seconds after.
Yeah, I see what he's trying to do, because he basically trying to get down to the point of, okay, Cardi B could have did hella-ish before you came out there. You feel me? That's pretty much what they trying to get to. But now she's saying a couple of seconds. Yeah, you better say a couple of seconds, because if you say a couple of minutes, yeah, it's over with.
Was when I heard it, so I don't think it was going on that long.
Okay. Did Cardi B, while you were there, in any way touch Miss Ellis?
No.
Did Miss Ellis in any way touch Cardi B while you were there?
No.
When you got there, were they chest to chest? Were they touching chest to chest?
I couldn't really see Cardi B because she was kind of cornered with her back against the wall. I really just saw Miss Ellis in front of her, and that's what made me rush and get in between them.
And when you say you saw her back against the wall, how were you able to see her back from where you were standing? Were you assuming that, I withdraw the question, were you assuming that Cardi B's back was up against the wall when you saw that?
No, I'm not assuming. I could see it because I literally looked down the hall when I opened the door.
And was Cardi B's back actually touching the wall, or was close to the wall?
I don't know if it was touching her. It was close, so I didn't.
And you know that this incident happened 7.5 years ago, correct?
Yes,
and
that's why I don't remember if her back was touching or inches away, but I know it was very close to the wall.
And it was a very long time ago, so how did you remember all these details? Did you write them down somewhere? Did you record it, or is this just off of memory from 7.5 years ago?
I just remember. There's certain things I remember when I was 4. I just remember because it was a confrontation, and I was sitting there ready to go because I had to drive all the way to Tarzana, and it was a story that I had to my sister coming back, like, you can't believe I was late type of story.
Right.
So,
and your purpose of coming here is to help Cardi B or help Miss Ellis?
My purpose is to tell the truth.
Of course.
That's my purpose.
Yeah, you better say
when Miss Ellis or her attorney tried to reach out to you, you refused to speak with them, correct? But when Cardi B's attorneys spoke to you and reached out to you, you talked to them immediately and you signed a declaration for them on the spot, correct?
Touching your honor.
When you
Dang. Yeah, That's crazy. Not as it's not crazy that she answered Cardi B attorneys or whoever versus the other girl. It's just crazy because the lawyer said that and pointed it out.
You're there, and you got in between the two of them. I want you to think of it like a hamburger bun. You're the hamburger, and the two of them are the buns. How did you get in between them? Did you physically push them apart? Did they magically back up from one another? How did you get in between them? How?
Just like you said, it was 7 years ago. So I'm walking upset because of what I'm seeing, and that's just how I am when I see conversation. I mean, it's not that I see it all the time, but seeing what was going on, I just immediately, that's just what I did. I didn't really think about. I didn't really have a plan. That's just what I did to try to calm it down.
Okay. And Miss Ellis, who's sitting to my left, you heard her cursing at Cardi B on the day of the incident?
Yes.
You actually heard profanity?
I actually heard profanity.
Many different ones?
Yes.
How do you know it wasn't Cardi B that was using the profanity?
They have two different voices.
Okay. Was Cardi B using any profanities on the day of the incident?
Yeah, she was upset.
Did she use profanity?
Profanity, yes.
F word,
curse words?
bitch, F you, all that, correct?
Yes.
And you don't really know what happened before you got there, correct? You have no way of knowing.
I wasn't there before I got there.
So if there was any physical contact, whether it was spitting, scratching, or cutting someone's face, you wouldn't know that because you weren't there during that time period before you got there, correct? Do you understand my question? Let me withdraw. In the, let's just call it 40 to 50 seconds while there was a confrontation. I'll give you that estimated time. During the 40 to 50 minutes of seconds when they had their confrontation, you would have no way of knowing what happened during that duration of time because you weren't there. Is that fair?
Yeah, I wasn't there. I only heard.
So anything could have happened, right?
Especially what was recollection.
Correct?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Imani Ellis could have hit Cardi B. Okay, I withdraw it. When you saw Cardi B that day, you spent time with her, right? In your medical office, correct?
Not a lot of time, but I spent the time from taking her to her exam room, making sure she was okay, and once the last patient was checked in, I was out of there.
And how long did you spend with her?
Not that long, maybe a minute. Take that.
When the patient
I mean, when we went into the, just to make sure,
No.
when we went into the office, how long did I spend with her? Yeah, maybe,
15 minutes, half an hour?
no. I was still ready to go. Maybe a minute.
Did you notice that she was wearing, do you notice that she had fingernails? Did you look at her fingernails?
I don't remember that.
Did you notice that Cardi B had long fingernails on the day of the incident?
Objection is recorded as evidence and admitted.
Did you see the size of Cardi B's fingernails on the day of the incident?
I don't remember her having, or seeing her nails.
And have you ever seen her before? Does she wear long fingernails?
I don't know what she wears.
On the day of the incident, would you agree that because you did not look at her fingernails, you have no idea as to how long the fingernails were on the day of the incident?
Objection.
True?
False or speculation, lacks no evidence.
When you said that you saw arms flying, you also testified a moment ago that you weren't sure whose arms were flying, correct?
That's fair, Chris. That's one.
I believe I stated I was facing Miss Ellis, so Cardi B was behind me.
Right.
So I could only see the arms that were flying in front of me. I can't recall. She was behind me, so
Right.
I think I would have felt something behind me.
Okay. What if Cardi B had taken a swing, you would not be able to see that?
Most likely I would. Oh, sorry.
See, I'm not talking about feel. Would you agree that because Cardi B was behind you, if she took a swing without touching your body, you would not be able to see that? True?
This characterizes the testimony and it's false or speculation.
I didn't see her hands flying on the side of me.
I understand that. So again, I would like to know the answer to this
What was
question.
your question? I'm sorry, I
Of
forgot.
course. So the question is, because you were facing
Trying to
Imani
trick her up.
you have no idea what Cardi B was doing at that moment, right?
Objection.
So if Cardi B was,
She was pretty much like back of the chair. That's how close she was to me.
I
So
understand.
I didn't feel anything or see any hands come from behind me.
understood, but if Cardi B took a swing, because you were not facing her, you were focusing on Imani Ellis, and you don't have eyes that came
No, I
back of
didn't
your
see
head,
her hands.
you would not be able to know what she was doing.
Right.
So if she took a swing, you wouldn't be able to know. Fair?
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
As far as what would you characterize the injury to your forehead?
A cut. It was just bleeding a little bit.
It was bleeding.
Yes.
Okay. How did that cut get there? I withdraw the question. Did that scratch or cut or anything get there at the time of this incident?
Yes, it definitely wasn't there before I went outside.
Okay. Then now we're going to get into this. There's only three options, and you could add more if you want, but I'm going to give you three. The cut came from you, the cut came from Ellis, or the cut came from Cardi B. Or make up your own. Where did the cut come from? And if you don't know, you can say, I don't know. Do you know?
It definitely didn't come from me.
Okay, so that's out. You got two more.
And-
Ellis and Cardi B. Or your own.
It was behind me, so the only assumption that I had was it was from Miss Ellis because she was facing me.
Okay. But did you ever see Miss Ellis take her fingers or her hand or any other object and cause damage to your head? Did you ever see that?
I seen hands trying to reach over me. So, it's like I said, the adrenaline and everything was going so fast. But being that she was in front of me and hands were going like this, that's the only realistic assumption I can have, is that that's why I got cut.
But you're assuming, correct?
Objection.
But you're asking her to assume how.
Are you assuming?
He trying like a mother.
How do you know that Cardi B's fingernail didn't cut before?
Objection, Your Honor. As an answer.
Assisting.
She was behind
You
me.
don't need to answer.
Oh, sorry.
Did Dr. Finke see the cut to your forehead?
I believe so. His nurse is the one who pointed it out.
Did you receive any medical treatment for that cut?
No, I just put some alcohol, alcohol.
All right, so
swab.
you agree that something physical happened when the three of you were there because you got cut to your face. Is that fair? Something physical happened.
Objection. No evidence.
Hold on.
If I got cut, I guess so.
So would you agree that there was a physical fight?
No.
So you just got cut from the air?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
Did Miss Imani Ellis have any fingernails?
I don't remember if she had fingernails.
Was Imani Ellis angry at the time of the incident?
Yes.
Was Cardi B angry at the time of the incident?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
And back to the hamburger question, did you at any point use your hands to separate the two of them, Imani Ellis and Cardi B?
No.
So did you just squeeze yourself in? How did you get in there?
That's an answer, Your Honor.
Assisting.
When you had the conversation with Miss Ellis on the phone, did you actually speak with her?
Yes. On the
Did you?
phone? Yes.
Yeah. And let me ask you, when you were on the telephone, did she tell you anything, Miss Ellis, when she was talking to you about this?
From what I can remember, just being upset about what happened, her no longer being employed there, and I don't remember the word for word.
So she, Miss Ellis was basically asking you to assist her in some way to be her witness, correct? That was the purpose of the call?
Objection. Post speculation.
Did Miss Ellis's attorney contact you?
I don't remember that.
Did Miss Ellis ever come inside your office at any time between the date of the incident and today?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
Do you know if Miss Ellis spoke with Dr. Finke at any point?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
As far as your background, do you have any professional degrees?
I got my AA at West LA College. I'm a real estate agent. That's about it.
And have you ever been convicted of a felony?
No.
And aside from Dr. Finke's office, were you working other places during that time period? Or was that your main job?
That was my main job.
And at this time, you no longer work there, right?
No.
And on the date of the incident, because Cardi B was your patient, you felt that it was necessary to go outside to bring her inside to help her get inside for the medical appointment, correct?
Objection, relevant. That's an answer.
Assisting.
I have no further questions.
All right, you're right.
I know, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, any questions from the jury? Oh, you have one? Okay, okay.
Cardi B, like, if you don't tell the truth, you get a check. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.
Don't you see me right now, baby girl? I'm on the grind. I ain't really got no time to waste time. Baby, I'ma shine.